email as last week, but
because they wrote. If not, we'll. Audio test. Audio test, 1, 2, 3. Audio test, 1, 2, 3. Good morning to our attendees who are joining us on the virtual platform this morning. I do see a hand raised, and I'm going to ask Yvonne if you would please unmute, identify yourself and which item you'd like to speak on.
Yes, this is Yvonne, and I'm going to do just general comment today.
Very well, I have you down for general public comment. Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you.
And as I see additional attendees join, I will ask them to raise their hand, identify themselves for the record, which item they'd like to speak on, or record your information, and call upon you when we reach your item. And it is 9:43. We should get started with the board meeting in approximately 17 minutes. Thank you. Podium mic check.
Yes.
Good morning to our attendees who are joining us on the virtual platform. For those of you who have not already checked in, if you'd kindly raise your hand, indicate which item you'd like to speak on, and identify yourself for the record. I'll ask you to unmute, and I'll record your information and call upon you when we reach your item. Gigi, good morning.
Good morning. I would like general and minutes and number 3.
Very well, I have you down for general public comment, minutes, and item 3. Thank you, Gigi. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute, lower your hand. Miriam, good morning.
Good morning. I would just like a general public comment. Thank you.
Very well, I have you down for public comment. Thank you, Miriam.
Thank you.
And good morning, Jill. Would you like to offer public comment this morning?
Public comment.
Very well, I have you down for public comment. Thank you, Jill. I'm going to go ahead and lower your hand and put you back on mute. The time now is 9:55. We should get started with the board meeting in approximately 5 minutes. Good morning once again to city staff who are joining us, members of the public. If there are any members of the public who wish to offer public comment or commentary on any of our agendized items, please fill out a speaker card located in the back of the room. Indicate which item you'd like to speak on and hand it to me. I'll record your information for the record and call upon you when we reach your item. And good morning as well to our attendees who are joining us on the Zoom virtual platform. I currently have Yvonne, Gigi, Miriam, and Jill who have indicated they wish to offer public comment. And I do see Georgina has raised her hand. Georgina, would you like to offer public comment this morning?
Yes, please. Thank you.
And is it just general public comment, or would you like
Agenda items too, please.
Very well. Multiple agenda item commentary?
Yes, please.
Very well. Thank you, Georgina. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute and lower your hand. And it is 9:59. We should get started with the board meeting momentarily. Thank you. President King, we are now recording and ready to proceed.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Public Works for Monday, October 6, 2025. Mr. Knight, please take roll and establish quorum.
Thank you, President King. Good morning, President King, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, and Commissioner Cardenas are present. We do have a quorum. We were joined this morning by City Attorney Representative Thomas Costello Vega. I'm TJ Knight with the Board of Public Works. President King, we have 5 public commenters on the virtual platform and 2 multiple agenda item commenters on the virtual platform. We have no commenters here in the hearing room, and we have no neighborhood council commentary this morning.
Thank you very much. We will get started with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items and will be provided up to 1 minute per person, up to a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. Testimony shall be limited in content to subject matters which are within the jurisdiction of the Board of Public Works. The board may not take any action on any matters discussed during the public comment period. As stated earlier, there are no in-person commenters, so we will start with the virtual.
Very well. Thank you, President King. We'll start with Yvonne, followed by Gigi.
Thank you. I want to bring to your attention the Film LA permit that was executed by President Kang and was for last Sunday morning. It was out of the normal practices. It started at 4 o'clock and went all the way till noon. That is outside the boundaries of normal practices for the hours. In addition, the police on duty misrepresented the terms and conditions of the permit and were refused to. One of those conditions is that if the public requests to see the permit and the terms and conditions, they are to show that to the public on demand. That was refused repeatedly. The police officers on duty were retired officers. They did not have body cams. One of them assaulted somebody.
Thank you, Yvonne. That's 60 seconds. Then we'll move next to Gigi, followed by Miriam. Go ahead, Gigi.
Good morning. I just want to say that I am very disappointed with that film permit, and that President Kang is the one that signed it after all this time of us coming here, speaking about our concerns, and you guys are still giving them permits when they don't follow the rules. I do not want it to be misinterpreted. Me personally, I am not against their religious beliefs. I am not asking you to take away anything from their religion, except for you to stop them abusing the system and treat them like any other person or entity. You should not be giving them special treatment, and you guys, the city has been giving them special treatment, and that needs to stop. I get that there's roadblocks and that you guys have to tread lightly because they are a church, but take the church factor out of it. They're not following what they're supposed to with permits. Stop giving them permits. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll move next to Miriam, followed by Jill.
Thank you. I'm going to continue on this filming permits. First of all, we have told you several times how Scientology breaks every single permit's conditions that they are given. This time, not only did the retired police officers hired on site assault a person, they also went through the property owners on the street, downtown LA, claiming that the property owners own the sidewalk and therefore can deny public to walk on the sidewalk. I really hope that this is the last time they are going to be given any type of filming permit downtown LA when they cannot be upheld to the same rules as everyone else has to. Thank you.
And we'll move next to Jill, followed by Georgina.
I'm going to go along with what everybody said prior to me speaking. This happened on Flower Street in downtown LA, the permit that you should not have granted to them. I feel like I'm speaking to brick walls there because you keep giving them things and all of the privileges for them to go and break every law. The off-duty police officer assaulted somebody. This needs to stop. Somebody is going to get hurt. They are not above the law. You're letting them get away with everything. This is unbelievable. It's like, what is this, North Korea? You're letting them have their own special little country to do what they want to do, anything they want in, and hurt other people and break labor laws. They didn't even have water out for the film crew. There was nothing to help those people. There was nothing to make sure that they were healthy or anything. This is disgusting that you allow this. We've been telling you this for a long
Thank you.
time.
Thank you, Jill. We'll move next to Georgina.
Hi, thank you. I'm also calling in regards to the movie set incident that happened over the weekend. A police officer told them that that was private sidewalk on the middle of a downtown street. I'm sorry, but that's public sidewalk. You make a sidewalk, you make it public. It was bordering the street on the curb. It's a public sidewalk. What police officer wouldn't know that? And they not only mistreated their actors, they had them in poses, still poses, for hours, standing in the exact same pose. No breaks, no food, no water, no bathroom, and it's abuse of their slave labor force. You need to look into this, please. Thank you. I yield back my time.
Thank you. President King, that concludes the attendees who previously identified that they wish to offer public comment. However, there are 2 additional hands raised on the virtual platform.
Yes, please.
Call-in user 1, would you like to offer public comment this morning?
Good morning. As a Los Angeles resident, I'm concerned about local media reporting rotting produce being dumped in downtown Los Angeles streets. As a Los Angeles resident participating in the curbside organics recycling program, I cannot imagine my street accumulating in 1 year what that one street has in one night. I think the public would appreciate a report with how that mass amount of rotting produce is being handled by the city. Is it simply being thrown away as trash, or is the curbside organics recycling program participating in that cleanup? Thank you for your consideration.
And Lurker, I see that your hand is raised. Would you like to offer public comment this morning?
Good morning. I hope you're all well. You know, I was watching some live streamers last night, and it is, I don't know if it's just fake, because it seems it cannot be true that this is the way that city is being run. I was born there. I no longer live there, but I was born there in Los Angeles Hospital. So I am, yes, a citizen of not only the United States of America, but a daughter born in your state. I was not even ever prepared to see what is going on 82 years later. Please take notice to the callers. Pay attention to what they say. Maybe start watching these live streamers. It is.
Thank you. That's 60 seconds. And President King, that concludes general public comment this morning.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close general public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with multiple agenda item public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item public comment period for up to a minute per item, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item. And please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. We do not have any in-person speakers, and we will transition to our virtual platform.
Thank you, President Kang. We'll start with Gigi. You had indicated that you wish to offer multiple agenda item commentary on the minutes and on item 3.
Yes. So the minutes. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to just keep telling you your minutes are horrible. They do not include anything about the public comments except public comments were received. And for example, today, if you were to do the minutes correctly with including the public comment, you could just briefly say, you know, that people spoke about the permit situation, about a film permit and their concerns about that, and that there was someone that called in about rotten produce. Very simple to write that down. Doesn't take that long to type that into the minutes. So hopefully one of these days you're going to actually listen and change it up so it just doesn't say public comment was received, because that's stupid and that's disrespectful. Number 3, as someone that admittedly knows nothing about your job at all and like what the budgets are and stuff like that, it looks really weird to me that a budget can go from 10 million to 20 million. That's a huge difference. And I just hope that you guys do know what you're doing when you're increasing budgets that much. That's a lot of money. And I'm trying to have faith in you guys, but with my concerns that I've been calling in, I don't see much movement. So it's hard for me to have faith in you guys. But I just want to point out again, 10 million to 20 million is a huge increase. And that just sounds super crazy to like someone on the outside. But that's it. I yield my time.
Thank you. And we'll move next to Georgina.
Thank you, TG. I misspoke. I only need a minute for the minutes.
Okay, very well. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm still on the same tact about the minutes that your tech department is failing you. The city I know bought prime.gov2 technology to be able to do their data files. That was bought by Granicus. Granicus is what New York uses, Seattle uses, Clearwater uses, Sacramento uses. It's a really great system. Why isn't your department, your tech department, utilizing it to its full capacity? They have that access. That is something that is easily achievable. And with that, people would be able to click on a hyperlink on the minutes. It'll show the video clip of the person speaking. That way you know who spoke, what they said. Why isn't that sort of thing implemented in Los Angeles's agenda and minutes and records? It's so easily done. It's completely normal and expected and has been for over 20 years.
Thank you.
And all these other cities.
And that's 60 seconds for the item that you wanted to speak on. President King, there is an additional hand raised. If you like, I can see if that is.
Yes, please.
Miriam, I see that you've raised your hand during the multiple agenda item commentary period. Would you like to offer multiple agenda item commentary this morning?
Yes, just on the minutes.
I'm sorry, you have to speak clearly into your device. I didn't hear you.
Just on the minutes.
Oh, okay, very well. You have 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to echo what everyone else said regarding recording the minutes. I know that there is technology available free of charge, for example, speech to text applications that you could use just to record the minutes, because there has been very important information shared with you today. And we are not sure if you're hearing what we're saying and if any action is going to be taken on it. Therefore, it would be at least minimum required that these public comments would be recorded so anyone and everyone can go back to them and see what was said in a specific meeting. Thank you.
And President King, that concludes multiple agenda item commentary this morning.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close the multiple item public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with the approval of minutes for Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
So moved. Second.
First by President Pro Tem Grant, seconded by Commissioner Cardenas.
Very well. We'll go ahead and take a roll call vote and approval of minutes, starting with you, President King.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. And Commissioner Cardenas?
Aye.
All ayes, and this item is approved unanimous.
Thank you very much. Moving forward on agenda item number 1 from the Bureau of Engineering, revised task order solicitation number 68.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Oh, let me fix this before I get started so I'm not bending over the whole time. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley Coakley. I work as a project manager at the Bureau of Engineering Environmental Engineering Division, and I will be presenting on this board report today. This board report is to revise a task for solicitation number 68 to DR Consultants and Designers, Inc., known as DRC, for computer-aided design and drafting support services. We are recommending the Board of Public Works to authorize the city engineer to issue a revision of the task for TOS number 68 to DRC, increasing the budget authority from $7 million to $10.5 million to provide computer-aided design and drafting support services for Los Angeles sanitation and environment projects, so also known as CAD services. The Bureau of Engineering Environmental Engineering Division delivers projects that range in magnitude from simple scope to very complex designs involving wastewater facilities, pumping plants, and collection systems. These designs require a team of skilled computer-aided drafters that specialize in the respective engineering disciplines. EED relies on drafting consultants that provide expertise in the latest CAD software, building information modeling, and other digital drafting tools, optimizing our efficiency. TOS number 68 was issued to provide CAD support services to EED in support of LA sanitation projects. Individuals working under this TOS possess extensive wastewater design experience and assist in the delivery of projects from start to finish. There are several upcoming LA sanitation projects that will require these services. However, the current approved budget amount of $7 million is not sufficient to support these projects. The term of engagement for this TOS is anticipated to be through the term of the contract with a revised budget authority not to exceed $10.5 million. Through July 1st, 2025, the costs incurred for this TOS were at about $6 million. I'm assuming at this point it's even more. At the current rate of expenditure and with large volume of projects ongoing and pending from LA Sanitation, it's anticipated that the approved budget could be eliminated or exhausted as soon as December of this year. This task revision will provide the proper budget that's needed to cover DRC services through 2027 and align with LA Sanitation's project schedules. Currently, the DRC is abiding to the business inclusion program requirements, the BIP outreach requirements, and they have been complying with them and plan to continue to do so. And then a question that was previously asked that I have now an answer for was how many consultants are working with us at EED, and we currently have 7 members working under this TOS within our division on a daily basis. And the reason that we have had to increase these services is because the city drafting technicians and engineering designer positions were eliminated from the city staff budget 2 years ago. So now we rely even more heavily on these consultants. And that is the conclusion.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Cardenas.
Yeah, so you answered the question I was about to ask. So we have no CAD designers on staff at this point?
No.
Those were all eliminated 2 years ago.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I know at least WCED is also using DRC, the same consultants that we're using.
So this all of CAD is being outsourced now.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, is there a first and a second?
So moved.
First by Commissioner Cardenas, seconded by Commissioner Mitchell.
Very well, we will go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of item 1, starting with you, President Kang.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. And Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes. And item 1 is adopted and will move forward forthwith.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving forward on item number 2 in Council District 8, TOS number 63.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brian Powell with the Bureau of Engineering's Clean Water Division. I'm the Senior Civil Engineer with supporting the Safe Clean Water Program. Engineering is here to request that the Board authorize a revision to Task Order Solicitation number 63 to AECOM for an increase in budget authority from $668,085 to $1,215,313, including contingency for pre-design, design, bid and award, and design services during construction. And this is for the Compton Creek Low Flow Diversion Project. On January 11th, 2023, this board awarded task order solicitation number 63 to AECOM for pre-design, design, bid and award, and design services during construction for a total budget authority of $668,085. This is a Measure W project located in Council District 8 on Main Street between 107th Street and 108th Street. The goal of the project is to divert all dry weather flow in Compton Creek, just downstream of 2 major outfalls, to the sewer system to help meet the Los Angeles River meet the total maximum daily load goals for bacteria. The project will include a pre-treatment structure, pump station, force main, meter vault, motor control cabinets, programmable logic control cabinets, and a supervisory control and data acquisition system, or SCADA system. The current Class A construction cost estimate is $4,565,000. The design is currently 90% complete, and we anticipate advertising for construction this winter. The purpose of this revision to the task order is to increase the budget authority by a total of $547,228 from $668,085 to $1,215,313. The budget increase is needed to change the design of one of the variable speed pumps to constant speed pumps. And in addition, we would like to allocate additional budget for design services during construction. The original fee estimate for design services during construction was based on the Class O estimate from the concept report. At the time, that estimate was $2,550,000. The current Class A estimate, as mentioned previously, is now $4,565,000, and therefore the fee for design services during construction is being increased to align with that, with the increased Class A cost estimate. Therefore, engineering is requesting to revise task order solicitation number 63, increasing the budget authority by $547,228 from $668,085 to $1,215,313, and this will include $110,483 in contingency. In terms of the business inclusion program, the AECOM is currently meeting or exceeding all of 4 out of the 5 goals. The one goal they are coming up slightly short on is the small business enterprise goal of 25%. They are currently at 24.48%, so just 0.5% short of 25%. In terms of funding, all of the funding for this TOS and the budget increase is covered by the Measure W municipal program. That concludes my report, and I'm ready to take any questions.
Thank you very much, President Pro Tem Grant.
Thank you, Brian. I neglected to ask this earlier. What's going to be the effect of this on the Compton Creek since water is being diverted from there?
Right. So at the moment, this project is being constructed on the most upstream portion of Compton Creek, essentially where Compton Creek begins. And it begins with the outlet of 2 major storm drains. So we'll be essentially sucking up all the dry weather flow coming out of those 2 outfalls. Everything downstream of those 2 outfalls, or where Compton Creek originates, will still flow into Compton Creek.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, is there a first and a second?
Second.
First by Commissioner Mitchell, seconded by Commissioner Cardenas.
Very well, we will go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of item 2, starting with you, President Kang,
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. And Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes, and item 2 is adopted and will move forward forthwith.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 3 for all council districts, TOS number 67.
All right, I am back, and I am still the same person, so I will not reintroduce myself. But if you forgot, my name is Ashley. Okay, so this board report is to revise the task for solicitation number 67 to Parsons Environmental and Infrastructure Group Incorporated for design engineering support services to the Environmental Engineering Division. We are recommending the Board of Public Works authorize the city engineer to issue a revision to the task for task order solicitation number 67 to Parsons Environment and Infrastructure Group, Inc., also known as Parsons, increasing the budget authority from $10 million to $20 million to provide mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and instrumentation and controls engineering services to the Bureau of Engineering and Environmental Engineering Division for LA sanitation projects. Some background. The BOE Environmental Engineering Division delivers projects that range in magnitude from simple scope to very complex designs involving wastewater facilities, pumping plants, and collection systems. These projects are in part made possible through the collaboration of qualified, skilled, and experienced design engineer consultants. The Environmental Engineering Division utilizes the services of consultant design engineers in the disciplines of mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and instrumentation and controls engineering to augment the workforce for task-based assignments in the city of Los Angeles. These individuals work collaboratively with the city staff to develop project designs. The Clean Water Infrastructure Program delivers extensive and dynamic projects, and the use of consultants enables BOE to quickly adapt and respond to the projected workload. These projects focus on repairing or replacing deteriorated and outdated facilities to ensure safe, operable, and reliable wastewater treatment system. TOS number 67 was issued to provide essential specialized engineering support to the Environmental Engineering Division in support of LA sanitation projects in all phases. There are several upcoming and ongoing LA sanitation projects that require the services provided by this TOS. However, the currently approved budget amount of $10 million is not sufficient to support these projects. The term of engagement for this task is anticipated to be through the term of the contract, with a revised budget authority not to exceed $20 million. Through August 1st, the estimated costs incurred for this task so far were at $8.9 million. At the current rate of expenditure and with the large volume of projects ongoing and pending, it is anticipated that the approved budget will be exhausted as soon as now. I know we're kind of hurting on this budget. This task revision will provide the proper budget that is needed to cover Parsons services through 2027, and that aligns with our project schedules. This task has been subject to the BIP outreach requirements, and Parsons has complied with those requirements so far. And then going back to the similar question of how many consultants from Parsons do we have working with us, the answer to that question is 15 specialized staff who work in-house with us and augment our staff. So, any questions on that one?
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming back to us with that number, 15, from our briefing. Very helpful. Any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, is there a first and a second?
So moved.
Second.
First by President Pro Tem Grant, seconded by Commissioner Cardenas.
Very well, we will go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of item 3, starting with you, President Kang.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. And Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes, and item 3 is adopted and will move forward forthwith.
Thank you very much. Moving forward with item number 4 for Council District 11, request for authority execute amendment number 2 to the MOU.
Hi, my name is Charles Strader. I'm a landscape architect with Streets LA, and I'm here with Al Bazi, our principal engineer. We're here requesting the authority to execute Amendment Number 2 to the Memorandum of Understanding between the City of Los Angeles and the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority. The Crenshaw LAX Transit Corridor project began construction after the board approved its budget and the FTA issued and recorded a decision in late 2011. In 2014, the Board of Public Works approved Metro's request to remove 98 trees along Crenshaw Boulevard on the condition that they repair sidewalks and curbs along the project area, which is between Exposition Boulevard and 60th Street on Crenshaw Boulevard. Streets LA completed the improvements in 2020 and the tree planting in 2021 on behalf of Metro for a fee of $2,500,000. Amendment Number 1 to the MOU, approved in February 2021, authorized Streets LA to perform an additional $4,950,000 in street improvements on Crenshaw Boulevard. These improvements, including paving, striping, traffic sensors, maintenance, hole modifications, curb ramps, and survey monuments, were completed between 60th and 48th Street on November 2021, and between Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Rodeo Place in December 2021. The remaining section between 48th Street and MLK will be resurfaced after the Council District 8 completes the Destination Crenshaw project. Streets LA will coordinate with the Council District, Metro, and the neighborhood council members for the remainder of that work once the Destination Crenshaw Destination Crenshaw project finishes. The K-Line opened in October 2022 with the Aviation Century Station connecting to the C line in September 2023. However, Metro released its contractor, Walsh Corridor Contractors, in June of 2022 before final approval and left unresolved punch list items, including drainage issues at the Century and Aviation Boulevard. Lacking a contractor, Metro requested Streets LA's help in resurfacing and grading. So Streets LA will resurface 44 feet on the westbound and 42 feet on the eastbound lanes at that intersection of Century and Aviation. Metro will pay the city $200,000, allowing for them to complete the construction and obligations and close out the project. Funding for the resurfacing and the west intersection of Century Boulevard and Aviation Boulevard repairs will be front funded by Metro. So there'll be no direct impact to the city's general fund. This concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions the board might have.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Commissioner Mitchell.
Thank you for your report. Are we convinced that $200,000 is sufficient
Yes.
to improve the condition at this location?
Yes, we are. We think that's more than enough.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Cardenas.
Yes, thanks. How was this, call it reverse drainage item, it wasn't realized in the past years when it was under design and construction?
It was realized. ConAd, our construction admin inspectors, did note it, and that's how it ended up on a punch list for Metro's contractor to complete. That they didn't complete it.
So it wasn't an initial design then. It was.
No, it was part of their scope of work. Yeah.
Okay, so it was or was not part of their scope of work?
It was part of their scope of work that they didn't complete.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions or comments? And I appreciate you bringing these slides. Very helpful.
Hey, you're welcome.
Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
Second?
First by Commissioner Mitchell, seconded by Commissioner Cardenas.
Very well, we will go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of item 4, starting with you, President Kane.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell and Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes, and item 4 is adopted and will move forward forthwith.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving forward with item number 5 in Council District 13, sole source contract, Dignity Moves.
Good morning, President King, Commissioners, and Board Representatives. I'm Marina Quinones, Senior Architect at the Bureau of Engineering. This morning's board report is a sole source contract with Dignity Moves for design and construction services for the CD13 Tiny Home Village. On February of this year, City Council adopted a council motion authorizing BOE to negotiate and execute a contract with Dignity Moves. The site will house 51 individuals in 45 units. 10 of them will be transitioned aged youth. On-site services will feature mental and physical health support, case management, hygiene, laundry, on-site food, as all tiny home villages, as well as outdoor areas for congregate areas. The project is part of the State Emergency Stabilization Bed Grant with the focus to deliver 500 interim housing beds in Los Angeles. Dignity Moves is a nonprofit currently building homeless housing in California. They have currently set 11 sites in various progress of design and construction. They submitted a proposal to CD13 for $4,100,000. For $4,100,000, which includes contingency. Let me find my place. Including contingency and also a schedule of approximately 18 months for design and construction. The total project cost is approximately $6.6 million. The city will cover the contract amount of $4,100,000. Dignity Moves has committed to fundraise just under 2.5. There is no impact to the general fund. Funds come from the state and discretionary funds from CD13. The contract has been reviewed by the city attorney. Dignity Moves will comply with all provisions of the California Labor Code. BOE will administer the contract. Jacob Bigler is going to be the project manager and construction manager. We'll be releasing payment based on milestones, and he'll be assessing the site continually for the duration of the contract. We are able to answer any questions if you have any.
Commissioners, any questions or comments on 5? Commissioner Cardenas.
Yes. In your report, you mentioned 500 beds,
Yes.
including this project. What would the number be after this project's hopefully completed on time?
Yeah, so the total number is 500. That's 6 projects. One is already completed. That was the CD5 Midvale project. 3 are under construction with approximately 300 beds. And then this one will provide 51 beds, right? Yeah, 51 beds.
So we're at about 350 now.
Yes, we have one other site Jacob's also managing, 116th, which is in design. We'll be coming back to the board to award that in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
So moved.
Second.
All right, first by President Pro Tem Grant, seconded by Commissioner Mitchell.
Very well, we'll go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of item 5, starting with you, President Kane.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell and Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes. Item 5 is adopted and referred to the mayor forthwith.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving forward on our final item, number 6, which is a motion, task order solicitation, homeless interim housing related projects.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Adrian Huang. I am a civil engineer with the Bureau of Engineering. I'm here to brief you on a motion.
Mr. Huang, if you could speak a little bit closer to the mic.
Is this better now?
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here to brief you on a motion to increase the design fees for M. Arthur Gensler Jr. and Associates, henceforth known as Gensler. by an amount of $299,591. Gensler was brought on by Task Order Solicitation 102 back in December of 2024. Their initial scope was to provide design of construction documents for the Mayfair Hotel. This is a currently operational hotel that serves as a homeless shelter operated by the Housing Authority of the City of Los Angeles. The renovation, as part of their scope of work, it was to provide design and construction documents for the entire hotel. The renovation and retrofit of the hotel would include structural retrofit, architectural design, as well as upgrades to key mechanical, electrical, and plumbing equipment. Gensler's proposal for the TOS stipulated that the city would provide materials testing to aid the structural engineer's analysis and seismic retrofit design. When BOE had requested for the city's General Services Department to perform this materials testing, they were unable to complete all of it. They were only able to complete 60% of it. Within this testing that Gensler requested, the key structural tests that GSD could not perform were the unreinforced masonry test. And this was the key test that we needed for the structural engineer to do the design, because this is the main structure of the hotel. BOE is requesting that Gensler bring on a materials testing firm to complete all the materials testing in relation to the structural engineer's needs. The motion to increase the design fees would cover this cost. Gensler's approved contract amount would increase from $2,607,217 to $2,906,808. That concludes my briefing. I can take any questions that you may have.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Cardenas.
Yes, thank you. I don't know if you mentioned it in there. What's the age of the hotel?
I do not have the answer to that question. Built in 1926. It's quite old.
1926?
Yeah.
So possible asbestos issues because of the age?
Possible, but I believe we did address a good chunk of it in the phase 1 portion of the renovation.
And a second question, how many units are, and how many homeless would be housed in this location?
Marina, do you have that?
Is that units or?
Rooms.
Rooms, 296 rooms. All right, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Appreciate all the briefings beforehand. Is there a first and a second? All right.
Second.
First by Commissioner Mitchell, seconded by Commissioner Cardenas.
Very well. We will go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of item 6, starting with you, President Kang.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. Aye. And Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes, and this item is approved unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And with that, Mr. Knight, does that clear our desk for today?
Yes, it does, President Kang.
All right, our next meeting will be on Wednesday, October 8, 2025. Although we are adjourning the regular meeting, we have the management followed by the Bureau Heads meeting. The time is now 10:42 a.m.